In scientific terms, it is called as climate resilient system. The technique is this, that a farmer has to plow the only once. Food commodity is the biggest problem, biggest challenge and biggest opportunity of the century.
So today's special podcast will be discussing more about the how special technique, the technique like SRT can be helpful in to tackle these flood challenges in the paddy production. So in this regard, today we have with us one of our pioneer in SRT, Chandrasekhar sir, who is founder of SRF, Saguna Research Foundation from Maharashtra. So we are very lucky to have Chandrasekhar sir with us today. And firstly, I welcome Chandrasekhar sir. So just to take this forward ahead, I would like to welcome sir, and also I will request sir to kind of give a brief introduction about SRF and how your journey started with this SRT technique.
I'm very, very happy to be here today at the office of the SELCO Foundation and meeting you, Divyajyoti. It's so pleasureful thing to meet you, to discuss with you, and through you to reach out to farmers, young entrepreneurs. Right from my childhood, I was seeing that rice cultivation is drudgery, rice cultivation is poverty, rice cultivation is problems after problems, and rice cultivation is that farmers have to be continuously occupied. A rice farmer, whether it's a small farmer, 1 acre, 3 acre or 10 acre, he has to be occupied all the year round to cultivate his field in the Kharif season, in the rainy season. So one after another, they are continuously. So rice farmers also don't get sufficient time for their family, sufficient time for think, sufficient time for going ahead, catch up with the rest of the society. So I was continuously thinking, how can I get rid of plowing, puddling and transplanting of my rice field, rice cultivation. SRT is such an activity where there is no drudgery, where there is no atrocity of tillage on the motherly land, where the organic carbon of the soil increases rapidly, where the biodiversity and the microscopic biodiversity in the soil, microflora, also increases quickly. And because of all this, both of these things, the productivity goes up and the cost of production goes down. It is climate resilient, whether there is flood or whether there is drought. In both the cases, the productivity in the production is more than what a farmer has ever thought of. So all this win-win situation is only because of this only one technique, SRT, that is Saguna Regenerative Technique. But basically, this is a method which is on the permanent raised bed, absolutely no tillage, leaving the roots of the previous crop in situ in the soil in the raised beds. The weed management, not weed control, weed management is to be done with the weedicides. The roots of the weeds as well as the previous crop are to be maintained in situ so that the soil health improvement takes place. And the last principle that we have is rotation of crops. We should not take rice after rice. We should take rice, then dal, then pulses, this, that, vegetables, maize or anything else. So this is another very important principle.
So, sir, just like to say ki if you see our Assam context, land textile, land pattern of Assam is quite diverse, quite different from the Maharashtra one. So if you see like our field is also very low lying field, and also if you see after the frequent heavy rainfall, that there is a water logging in the field. Also after the flood, there are lots of silt, lots of gravel and lots of material that kind of deposit in the agri field. after the post-flood situation. So in that scenario, do you think this SRT technique would be helpful, would be relevant for the geography like Assam? What's your thought on this?
100%. And I'm saying this not just for the heck of it. I'm saying it with confidence. I'm saying it after growing rice on my own farm for the last 13 years by this method. Also, this answer is based on the pool of knowledge, pool of experience by more than 2,000 to 3,000 farmers who are growing rice in Maharashtra. Different types of soils, different type of climatic situation, different topographies. So once again, I will say that 100% SRT will work for rice in Assam. The main purpose of SRT is to improve soil health. Now, when we say improving soil health, people will think improving soil health, that means improving NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potash. But that's not it. NPK is the least important in the soil health. What's the most important in soil health is increasing organic carbon of the soil. That's one of the most. Another very important is the bulk density of the soil should become low. Third most important, the water drainage quality of the soil must be very good. And when this happens, when all these things take place, soil aggregation takes place. So I'll explain you what is soil aggregation, but when soil aggregation takes place, when the floods come, which you just mentioned and I could see it, I can visualize it, the soil doesn't get washed away from your field. It doesn't get washed away. Only water goes out of your field. Even if the flood comes, normally what we have seen for last almost 7-8 years, rice farmers practicing SRT in Maharashtra, when flood comes, the traditional crop fields, the crop also goes away with the flood and the soil also goes away with the flood. And then lots of pebbles, sand and glass and thorns, everything comes in your field. But in case of SRT, not only the crop doesn't go away, but even that much of soil also doesn't go out of your field. Even when we have seen flood waters of up to 6-7 feet for 7 to 8 days continuously, the crop also is not gone and the soil also is not gone. Whereas the near neighbors' farms who are traditional, their soil as well as the crop is gone. So this is the biggest advantage of SRT. In scientific terms, it is called as climate resilient system. SRT is a climate resilient system. Similarly, in Maharashtra, I have seen since we started SRT, I think that was the year 2012. 2013-14, when there was drought. After traditional farmers have made seed beds and SRT farmers had planted their crop at the perfect specific intervals, row to row and plant to plant. There was a 45 days of dry spell. So all the seed beds dried away. They lost all their nursery. Whereas SRT farmers didn't have to worry at all, because whatever rain that had fallen earlier couple of weeks, all the rain had gone inside the soil, and because the plant to plant and rows to row distance was maintained far away, the plants survived effectively. They had already developed good root system, and because of which similarly the flood prone situation, there were 2-3 years when it was excess rain. This year also, and it's not only in case of rice, but there are in Maharashtra now almost 25 different crops are grown by SRT method in 30 districts, almost all districts of Maharashtra now. And all the farmers, whether it is cotton, soybean, maize, rice, groundnut, nothing is affected negatively because of excess rain and the floods. So SRT is a proven climate resilient system.
So from that perspective, if any farmer would like to start this SRT technique from this season itself, then what are the kind of suggestion would you like to give? Suppose the farmer, if you just assume that these farmers are very, they are not fully educated, they are kind of little illiterate, and just to understand the SRT technique in a very simple languages, layman languages, what are the few suggestion would you like to give to them so that they can start from today or for more footage tomorrow itself?
It is very good question. There are two ways that farmers can adopt SRT. First is, we have our website. They can go for looking for sagunafoundation.ngo, and on sagunafoundation.ngo or on YouTube they can look out for SRT rice planting technique, and hundreds of videos are available. So just by visual, if a motivated farmer is there, he can watch, observe those videos, and he can learn and try. He can, through SELCO Foundation, they can connect with us and we will continue to guide them. Actually, Assamese language and Bengali language is similar, I imagine. And there is a very good farmer in Bengal who's learned it like that. And he can help you, or we can connect you with other farmers either in Bihar, UP or in Maharashtra. Or we can help our Saguna Rural Foundation will also help that farmer. That's one way. But the best way is the SELCO Foundation. SELCO Foundation is doing wonderful work here in this region. Very likely, our foundation will work with SELCO Foundation to demonstrate this technique in this region. So those farmers should come in contact with SELCO Foundation, and very soon we are going to have this demonstration system, and they should stay connected. They can study what it is going through visiting our sites, and once they visit our site and YouTube this thing, and they subscribe for it, they'll continuously keep getting information. Lots of information. There are more than 15,000 farmers in Maharashtra now, and they have learned this technique by using our videos, and farmers groups are formed. So one farmer helps the other farmer. On the group, one farmer asks the question and another farmer answers it. All these things will come. Only thing that I suggest to those farmers who are watching this video, I would say, keep thinking about SRT. Keep thinking that I want to adopt a new technique by adopting change, bringing in change in my practice. I want to learn what is different, what is a different method to use so that I can make my family happy, I can make my farm happy, and I can make my soil healthy so that I can hand over healthy soil to my next generation.
I'm sure, sir, they will be inspired by watching this video and hearing your spreading journey. So, obviously, definitely, but I think there would be another concern and question that will come up among the mind.
Please ask.
What would be the kind of, if you look at from the cost-benefit analysis, what would be the kind of our benefit in terms of numbers if we invest this number of money into the technique? So, in terms of cost-benefit analysis, could you give us details about what would be kind of investment, what would be the benefit, what would be the output of this technique, something like that, in terms of numbers?
Okay, okay. First, I will quickly explain the technique. The technique is this, that a farmer has to plow only once. SRT is a no-till technique. No tillage, no plowing, no puddling, no transplanting. So no tillage. SRT is no tillage. So, but the farmer has to plow his land only once, and that is in the fair season, not in the wet season like this. So when you plow it, then you if you have any manure, farmer manure or cow dung manure, you put it into the field and make the raised beds. The techniques and the specifications are mentioned in our documents and all that. It's there. So you have to make the raised beds. Those beds specifications have to be precise. Center to center 136 centimeter. The raised bed, the top of the bed is 100 centimeter. There are videos available how to make beds, what is the specific and so on. So once the farmer makes the raised bed, farmer has to have only two things. And whether it's a half-acre farmer or whether it is a 25-30 acre farmer, he has to have only two things. One is the spray pump, because this is a technique, this is a precision technique. It has to be precise with precision use of weedicides. And second is the seed sowing machine. There is a hand push seeder available now. Earlier we used to recommend the SRT frame, but SRT frame is not needed. The traditional method in Maharashtra rice cultivation used to require 30 people for 30 man days for first 50 days. But now with SRT method, until 10 years, we needed only 10 man days. With a hand push seeder, it's now only 3 man days. So labor is required. So dependency of the farmer on the labor is gone. But now we are coming up with a new machine, SRT Zebu machine, which is with the help of SELCO Foundation. That SRT Zebu will do double the work than just 1%. It's a wonderful machine. So let's not talk about it right now. But so this is basic technique and the requirement of the farmer. SRT is one of the most important advantage is that the cost of production is reduced drastically right from the first year, and the amount of paddy produced is also increased in the first year. How much cost is reduced? In Maharashtra, we spend about anywhere between 15 to 20,000 rupees per acre. And 1 acre, as I understand, is 3 bigha, is 1 acre. So per 3 bigha, we spend 15 to 20,000 rupees for growing rice cultivation. And our production is anywhere between 800 kilo to 1200 kilo paddy per acre, 3 bigha. But with SRT technique, now we spend only 5,000 rupees or less. If it's a 2 acre farmer or 3 acre farmer, he doesn't have to take any labor. Like I grow 15 acres of paddy, I have to hire labor and I don't work in the field myself. So I spend about 5,000 rupees. But a farmer who can work himself, it's a very simple work. It's not hard work like, doing puddling and transplanting, no drudgery, no standing in the water. You have to work on the dry land. And very simple. So those farmers' cost of production will be only seed and some fertilizer and some insecticide, weedicides. So it will be less than 2,500 per acre, 3 bigha. So cost of production is reduced drastically. And productivity has, the production is gone up from 1200 kilo maximum by traditional method to now we are getting sometimes 25 quintal, 2,500 kilo. So productivity has doubled, production has doubled, productivity also has doubled. So doubling of farmer's income is already crossed by SRT farmer. He is now saying I am quadrupling the income because cost of production is reduced and the yield has increased. Plus, each time you grow, you are getting healthier soil. The soil is become healthy. And one of the most important thing in SRT farmers, whether it's a cotton farmer, groundnut, soybean or rice, they all are dancing and saying, we got earthworms naturally. Thousands and thousands of earthworms in the field have come. So tillage when I say SRT is a no-till farming, actually it is a perpetual tillage farming. You know how? The tillage is done by earthworms and microorganisms. Day and night they are doing tillage, these activities. All we have to do, make sure that their life is protected. So truly SRT is a natural farming. Truly it is a biological farming. Jaivik kheti is SRT.
I think you must have understood now कि SELCO Foundation, we are trying to, since many of the farmer, they have not never of this kind of very innovative technique. Okay. So there is as a SELCO Foundation, we are trying to bridge that gap. If you could get this kind of technique, suppose SRF Foundation has their pioneer in this technique, could connect the farmer with this kind of innovative technique and help the farmer. So as a SELCO Foundation, we are trying to bridge that gap. So if we'd like to kind of help this farmer through this technique, like from your SRF, like from your SRF point of view, what do you think we should, how we should perform, how we should work as a SELCO Foundation to mobilize this farmer for this kind of adopting this kind of technique? So what are the kind of suggestions you would like to give to SELCO Foundation so that we can create awareness and bring more task from many of the farmer to be adopting this kind of technique?
Beautiful question. First is demonstration, because farmers have practiced the traditional practice for thousands of years. So rice cultivation has become a culture of their life. To change the culture, it takes time, or most importantly, it requires seeing is believing. They have to see it to believe it, and once they believe it, they will adopt it. And when one farmer is happy and confident, he will talk to other 10 farmers. Out of 10, 3 will adopt it. Those 3 will spread. So this process should continue or progress like this. That's one. How we can do it is, I suggest that SELCO Foundation should, unite with SRF, Saguna Rural Foundation. We will send our team and have maybe 5 to 10 demonstration plots immediately when the rain subsides and there is enough moisture to do plowing and bed making operation. So once we have the demonstrations, then third thing, MOU, demonstration, then more demonstration, forming the group with the help of social media, spread the knowledge to other farmers, organize other farmers from other regions. Now what we have starting in Maharashtra is SRT farmer schools. So our successful SRT farmers on their farm, we are providing a smart TV and providing the training material, and they will be giving that training in each those little places in their villages. So the farmers from far away, they don't have to come all the way to the central place or only 5 demonstration centers. So there will be several farmer training schools all over. And this is how, plus with social media, multi-language kind of a thing. So all these, those, you guys are more expert than us. And this is how, and once the progress, the train of the progress starts going on the roller coaster, we can go speed with a high speed and reach out. And this is needed. It is needed very badly, because rice is the food for Assam. And with today's method, today's progress in today's method, see all this degradation process of rice farms and rice cultivation has started since industrial revolution. The mechanization of farming has come in the picture. So earlier, when it was a wooden plow, the soil loss was 3%. When the two-wheel tractor came, power tiller, the soil loss became 14%. And when the 4-wheel tractor came, the soil loss became 16%. So the soil loss has progressed. And because of the loss of the soil degradation has taken place. So still, in a degraded soil, in an unhealthy soil, when a farmer tries to takes the production of rice, he has to use a lot of fertilizers. When he uses both of these things, then there is lots of insect and pest problem, disease problem. Then they have to use those chemicals. So what they have done is triggered a negative cycle. We need to stop that negative cycle and turn the wheel around and go to positive cycle. And going positive cycle, the whole world is now saying is the regenerative method of farming. And for rice cultivation, the regenerative method of farming, SRT is the first time in the world. And it's our wish to reach out to every farmer of the country. And it's your wish also. It's the wish of SELCO Foundation also. So, why should we wait? We should start running together.
So thank you so much, sir. Okay, it was nice talking to you. I feel like we should keep on chatting and there. So thank you so much for kind of we are very lucky to have you on short notice. You have came and you have interacted with us, with our farmer, our partner, with an official in the ground, and also we have a gift for this interactive session today. So thank you so much for that.